Women of African origin are classified as one of the most fertile women in the world. But unfortunately, we are having infertility slowly creeping in, and that is why we are having our women currently experiencing both primary and secondary forms of infertility. My name is Lilian Momina. I am a registered clinical nutritionist, and in today's video, I am going to briefly address the issue of infections and infertility. The causes of infertility are both known and unexplainable. We have causes that have been established, such as genetics. Like if you have a history of infertility in your family, you might be predisposed to that. Another thing is, of course, PCOS, basically polycystic ovarian cyst. We also have reproductive problems like maybe fibroids, obesity or undernutrition, and the most common cause of infertility, age. But there are other factors that are not as discussed openly as they should, and that is infections like the UTIs, the STDs and the STIs like gonorrhea, we have chlamydia, we have syphilis, human papillomavirus, and all these affect fertility negatively. Something like the UTI or bacterial vaginitis, BV basically, or even the PIDs, you have the vaginal flora definitely being compromised. What this does, it affects the mucous membrane of the vagina, and this will definitely compromise sperm motility and the ability of the sperm to move upwards to promote conception. And another thing, continuous and constant infection in the vagina usually scar or injure the uterus, the fallopian tubes, and all this make conception and carrying a pregnancy to term a problem. The main reason that I have created this video is because I have had a lot of concerns and questions from my inbox or my DM on infertility and infections. One of the supplements that I was talking about this week was Biotics, that is basically a blend of probiotics and cranberry juice that is specifically designed for the vagina. One of the things that Biotics does is it promotes and cultures the vaginal flora by ensuring that it promotes the growth and development of the good bacteria or the good cultures, and this reduces the cases of infection. Another thing, when the cultures are well taken care of, the mucous membrane will be taken care of, so it promotes lubrication in that area. So if you have something like vaginal dryness, of course vaginal dryness can also lead to infections, because you see, with open wounds, the moist and the heat, you're definitely going to be more prone to infections. The STIs and the STDs, they eat up your uterus. It makes it impossible for you to carry a pregnancy. One of the signs and symptoms of infections down there is pain during intercourse, pain when you're peeing. The third thing is definitely the lower abdominal area. You can get some serious pains, you can get some serious cramps. You can also get pain in your back area. It can also make you have a foul and smelly discharge. Of course, your discharge changes all through the month. The discharge that you're going to have immediately after period is not going to be the same discharge that you're going to have when you're ovulating. It's also not going to be the same type of discharge that you're going to have before your periods. The quantities and the type of discharge usually change for a healthy woman throughout the month. But you see, when you have infections, it's going to be smelly. The colors will be off. You can actually see them. If you have any of these signs and you're suspecting an infection, whether it's a urinary tract infection or if it's a sexually transmitted infection or sexually transmitted disease, please go to the hospital, have it checked so that you can start on treatment ASAP. And while on treatment, you can definitely load up your cultures with Biotics. We have it in stock, so make sure that you talk to us. Once you start, we give you the supplement for like a month. Then we make sure that we give you a tailored meal plan, a basic meal plan, because again, we also want your body to be able to provide for us these cultures. Your diet plays a very important role in how your vagina is functioning. If your diet is good in terms of water intake, you're taking adequate amount of water, you're not consuming sugars, you're taking enough amounts of fruits and vegetables a day, it's a funny thing or a sad state of affairs, because you see the availability of fruits and vegetables all over the country. Like when you walk outside there, you'll get a mama mboga selling mboga for 10-20 shillings, an avocado for 20 shillings, maybe an orange for like 20. With all this availability, it is quite an unfortunate state of affairs that most people do not take up enough fiber a day. And fiber is good for your gut function, and when your gut is functioning well, your vagina and your skin will definitely show it off. So make sure that you take adequate amounts of fiber, take adequate amounts of water. Water is very important. It's an underrated detoxifier because it helps in flushing out those toxins. And another thing, let's stop competing with men. We have a shorter pelvic. That is the first disadvantage. The second disadvantage is that forgive me for this word, we are the dump site. They are the ones who deposit things in us, not the other way around. If you go out there and you're allowing different types of sperms in you, you're definitely going to affect and alter the pH of that area, because this person comes in bearing their different types of bacteria, the other one comes in carrying a different strain of bacteria, then they all meet in your vagina. It's a problem. It's a problem. You might think that you're being smart, but you're hurting and harming your vagina and yourself. So let's take care of our Miss Vagina. Use condoms if you don't have a faithful partner, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would want us to talk about. As always, give this video a like, make sure that you're subscribed, and let's meet on the next one.